Hello guys, hello everyone. So hope you guys are enjoying this session. This is going to be a AIML end-to-end session. It is going to be a year-long session. We are learning everything basic so that we all can become a successful data scientist. So hope you guys are enjoying this. So today we're going to see something called as introduction to data collection methods. Before that, guys, for the last six session, I think six plus section, we have seen coding part. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just mention in the comment what is your thought on this coding part. Okay, in the future also we're gonna see some coding part like hands-on experience like those things. So yeah, guys, let's just put it in the comment how your experience in the coding part, and we have given some live assignments, right? And based on that, you are gonna work, and then yeah, like I just need how you guys are, how much excited you guys are about these coding sessions that we have done for the last 6 to 7 sessions that we are having. So today we're gonna have our session gonna be continued. Like we're gonna see introduction to data collection methods. Okay, so that is what we're gonna see today, guys. Okay, so I hope you guys have already know about what is data collection, right? So it is like a base thing. Okay, whatever we do, data is a major thing, guys. Whenever, whatever. So whenever you build a model, you cannot say the model is 100%. So everything comes from a data. You need to have a data in a manner that is it is proper so that we can build a model on top of it. Okay, so introduction to data collection methods. Data collection methods are crucial for gathering information used to analyze and solve problems in data science. Okay, so guys, consider like data should be very proper, very unique, and it should be in a source that is very legitimate. We should the source should be very believable. Okay, so that is what, guys. So data is like, as sir is mentioning, it is a new field. Okay, so that is where everything starts. So we need to have a data in a manner that it is believable, and it should not have any bias, so that whenever we build a model or some prediction kind of thing, we can easily act on top of it and we can build a proper model. Okay, yes sir, over to you.
Yes. So, see, guys, this is the first session where we learn how to collect the data. So, we've gone through the framework overview, and here we will be understanding how to collect data and what are the different methods. And this is the crucial part which will determine success of your project or failure. uh, if you don't understand this part, because you have to get the data from the right source, you need to use your critical thinking, ask why till you reach to the truth. And what I will say is, data should be truthful, it should be pure, it should be genuine, and then it will help you. Then you have to store it, okay? And then we have to gather the data, then analyze, and then it will help to solve that specific problem. If it is not true, it is going to be underfit, overfit, or biased, then it is not going to help your project, okay? So be very clear, uh, that each step is very crucial, but this is the most fundamental and most crucial step in your data science, because you have to get data from the right source.
Yeah, that's true, sir. Yeah, so next, how we can collect the data. Okay, that's a major thing, right? Surveys and questionnaires. Okay, actually these are the base thing. While in the traditional method we are collecting a data. Okay, so first is structured data collection. Surveys and questionnaires are structured tool designed to collect standard informations from a group of people. Okay, I think now we are having forms like Google Forms. Just we just pass on to the people and they will fill everything, and they will, based on that we just collect the data. That is what the surveys and questionnaires. So we will be asking. So like consider we are having a session, we are having a session of AML for a year long session, right? So we will give a survey, we will have a questionnaire. So what are the things that you guys learned, what are the things that you guys like the most, and what are the things that gone good and bad, like those things we are having a questionnaire, and we you guys gonna fill, and based on that we're gonna have an understanding. So like this is what all about questionnaires, surveys and questionnaires, guys. Okay, it is a structured data collection, and quantitative and qualitative, that is they are gathered both quantitative data through multiple choice questionnaires and qualitative data using open-ended questionnaires. Okay, So this is what, guys. So it can be a multiple choice question or single choice, yes, no, or number of choices we can have, and it has a wide reach of accessibility, right? So surveys are easily distributed over online platform, paper form, or interviews, allowing for wider range accessibility, right? Whenever we have form, Google form, we can like project it through a mail to everyone in the world, right? Whoever the mail we are having, we can project that. Okay, so that is what the thing. And then statistical analysis. So data collected through the surveys and questionnaires or can be analyzed statistic to identify what is the trend and pattern. So we can find what are the things that goes good in this session based on the surveys and questionnaires, and what are the things that goes good. So those things we can easily find by using these questionnaires, surveys and questionnaires, guys. So this is a way of getting data. Okay, so I think it's a traditional way, but now also it is following, guys. Okay, yes, sir. Over to you.
Yes, so surveys and questionnaires. This is the when we if we talk about stat, it is called primary research. You do surveys, but first you prepare the questionnaires and whatever is the objective of your again problem statement, and based on that you need to do research from primary research. So you do questionnaires, you design the particular form, and then you whether you do manually, you send forms, you do online interviews or you do offline interviews. So you form first step is structured data collection. Surveys and questionnaires are structured tool designed to collect standardized information from a group of people. So that's how you do it. Second is quantitative and qualitative data. So quantitative research and qualitative research. So again, for that you have to collect that. You can go and gather quantitative data through multiple choice questions, quantitative data using open-ended questions. So that is the difference, quantitative and qualitative. Again, we have wide reach accessibility, surveys easily distributed through online platforms, paper, forums, interviews, allowing other people to reach and having accessibility. So you collect as many as data. Statistical analysis, data collected through surveys, questionnaires can be analyzed statistically to identify trends and patterns. So this is how you uh, do surveys and questionnaires and different methods. But you can go for secondary research also. You can go for sentiment analysis. You can collect data on that, or you can use APIs or other source of data, but reliable source. So this is the most reliable source, but it is little expensive because you have to have manpower to collect data and spend time. So it depends on your problem statement and time of your project. So which method you are going to apply to collect the data.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, sir has mentioned a point. This is a primary source for collecting the data. That's a great point, sir. Yeah. So this is what about surveys and questionnaires. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay. Now, interviews and focus group. It's another way of collecting the data, guys. So interviews. One-on-one conversation allows in-depth exploration of individuals' perspective, experience, and motivations. Okay. Rather than just providing a survey to everyone, we can ask someone who is following our session, and we can have a one-on-one conversation. How what are the things they like, and what are the things that we can change, and what is it, whether the timing is convenient for them whenever we are just uploading the video, right, in a YouTube, whether they are convenient to them. Like that, we can have a one-on-one conversation to get the data. So this is a interview kind of thing. We can collect the data. This is one of form of collecting data. Next, focus group. So what it done means it facilitate the discussion with a group of people, allows for exploration of shared opinions, belief, and attitudes. I will say the things, guys. Focused group means, consider whoever watching this video, you are all comes under the category of data science readers. Okay, data science enthusiastic, we can say. So whatever the product, consider I need to sell a book of Python, or I need to sell a book of data science. I just focus you all guys because you all guys are data science enthusiastic. So whenever I have the product which is related to you, I need to just focus on you. So you are like a market for me. So by focusing that, I can collect the data of your own, like your focus, which is based on data science. So this is a focused data that I can get from this group of people. Okay, this is what the focus group. Next, qualitative data richness. Both provide rich qualitative data that can be used for understanding complex issues and uncover like greater perspective. Because guys, we are just having a one-on-one conversation that gonna be not any kind of faulty data. Similarly, we are just focusing on a particular group, how it gonna be missing. Okay, because you are all data science student, I'm not gonna be a electrical thing, I'm not coming and teaching, getting you from an electrical thing. No, only data science thing I'm gonna get from you, right? So it gonna be very quality data. So this is what, how we can collect the data to through this interviews and focus groups, guys. Yes sir, over to you.
Yes, so interviews and focus groups. So we need to focus on um, two things here. So one-on-one conversation. So when we are doing interviews, so first we need to do homework. We need to have that interview data collection sheet with us so that we know what kind of questions are we asking, so that we are prepared as per the problem statement, guys. Okay, objective function of your project. So then you need to allow you go depth. It allows you to go into depth exploration of individual perspective, experience, and motivations. So then you have focus groups. So facilitates. It's a different kind of way of getting data, is facilitating discussion with the group of people, allowing them to explore shared opinion, belief, and attitude. So that one is you will have individual perspective when once you do one-to-one sessions and interviews, and one then you will go and check the feasibility and the genuineness of that particular. Sometimes some people might give you biased opinion also, so here you have to check, cross verify the and find the median. What is, whether somebody told you something, so where other people are thinking that way or they are not thinking, so you need to understand all those things. And when you are having, so you need to have these objectives while you do these things. So then you have quantitative data. uh, so both provide rich quantitative data and can be used to understand complex issues, uncovering um different perspectives. So what, see, the main objective is that are you able to understand and get the perspective, different perspectives for the problem statement, so that you'll consider that for your research. Okay, so here is no like you got a project or problem statement, you just talk to 1 or 2%, you collected data and then you started building project. No, you have to talk to other people, you have to do focus group discussions, and you need to understand correlation, you need to understand variation, different perspectives, you need to understand belief, social, anthropological, theological beliefs. It depends on your project what kind of perspectives you need to include, and you need to ask such questions so that you understand what people are thinking. So then you'll have richness of data, quantitative data in richness, when you have different perspectives. And you have, and minimum, when you're going for such thing, minimum have 10,000 data points in your minimum, I would say, so that the maximum data points you have, data sets you have in your data, it will help you to really build a great project. Otherwise you might have skewness in your data, or underfit or overfit problem, because you, oh, and you need to also understand where you're launching this particular project or particular application or any product and service. So you need to do research in different places also, so that you have, if you guys have seen, McDonald's in Dubai has a different product range and McDonald's in India has a different product range. The quality is also different, and McDonald's in USA is different, and McDonald's in Europe is different. So though it is same name, but when you see products, you will be shocked to see that the kind of quality and the variety, it varies, like it varies 50 to 40, 40 to 50% is a variation in the same brand, because they have done deep research, understanding of the culture, people, their language, their region, all those things, and then they have molded their product and service according to the demographic of that particular area or country or state. Okay, so you have to understand that. So you need to have these perspectives. Okay, and then you will be successful in the project.
Yeah, that's great, sir. Okay. Yeah, so we can move on to the next thing. Yeah. So how what is the next thing to collect the data? Observational studies. Okay, it is another way of collecting the data. Okay, first is direct observation. Researchers directly observe participant in their natural environment without inference. Direct observation. We can directly observe what the scenario is happening. Based on that, we will collect the data. This is a form of observational data. Next, participate observation. Researchers actively participate in the group or activity they are observing to gain a deeper understanding. In this, the first thing is a direct observation. They will just observe what are the things, what is the activity occurring, and they collect the data. Next thing is the participant. The observer, they become a participant. Okay, and then they participate, and based on the participation, they collect the data. First is they are simply standing and collect the data. Second one, they go inside the group, they mingle with them and collect the data. Finally, we are having ethnographic data. That means focus on understanding cultures and socialities through impress. Like this is what guys, sir has mentioned, right? Demography. Okay, based on their culture, what it is happening. Based on that observation, they collect the data. First is like the person is outside that, and he or she is collecting a data, and another one is the participant just involved in the group, which is he or she is collecting the data. Finally, we are having based on the culture we are collecting data. I think you guys are now able to understand, right? First one, they are outside the group which they are collecting the data. Second one, they are inside the group which he or she is collecting the data. The third one is one, based on the culture they are collecting the data. Yeah, these are the things based on the observational studies. Okay. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, observational studies are like you. It's a very. This is the perspective of a scientist. Scientist is an observer, so he observes things very minutely and documents that. So that this is a major aspect of a data scientist or a AI researcher. So he just observes objectively. Okay. Researchers directly observe participants in their natural environment without interfering, because you need to see if you are influencing people through something or they're getting influenced, that will reflect in your data. So you need to be very natural, very calm and cool, so composed, so that you get as it is information what you want. Okay, that's what you are not interfering with the environment. So if you do that, your out whatever data you are collecting, that would be biased or it would be skewed, so it will not be a pure data. Second is participants observation. So researchers actively participate in groups or activities. They are observing and gaining deeper understanding. So you participate and you feel that uh, when you are participating here, you observe and you also feel the genuine feel, whatever natural feeling you are getting, and then you will turn into insights, okay, or into data you can figure out. Okay, then you have ethnographical studies, focusing on understanding cultures, societies through um, immersive observation and interaction. So this is what I have already explained. You have to understand 360 degree, from 360 degree human behaviors, uh, their different. So whatever is touching, it depends. If you are developing an application for loan or for banking, you need to understand from that point of view. It depends on your project. So where you need to have little weightage, and your questionnaires, your observations should be based on such activities so that it is related to what is your objective function, to for what problem statement you are collecting data. So it should be according to, otherwise if you start collecting data, there is no end. Start gathering billions of data, but that will not be used. It should be according to the objective function, and you should not become overwhelmed. Okay, it should be related to your project and problem statement.
That actually great, sir. Okay. Yeah, this is all about today's session, guys. So we have introduced you the data collection process, how what are the ways that we can collect the data. I think it's quite interesting, right? I think till now we have seen the primary way of collecting the data. Sure, like yeah, as we have discussed earlier, this data collection is gonna be very very base, guys. So you need to collect it in a manner that it is not biased, and it should be from a proper source, okay, so that only everything else can be done. EDA, model building, evaluation, deployment, everything. So it is like a base, okay. So hope you guys have enjoyed this session. So we will see in the next session, guys. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, we have enjoyed it. We love these sessions. So, guys, write in the comment section what have you learned, how you're going to implement this, and stay connected and keep learning deeply, meta level learning. Absorb the information and watch videos, all the previous sessions 5 to 10 times, then come to this session, and then absorb the information and then digest the information and then apply the information and knowledge in your projects. So keep learning. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone, bye.